Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news podcast on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province as well as nationwide. And here are our stories today. Ladies and gentlemen, on October the 1st, the member of Provincial Party Standing Committee, Head of Propaganda and Mass Mobilization Commission of the TayNinh Provincial Party Committee, Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương, chaired a press conference on propaganda work for the first conference of TayNinh Provincial Party Committee, term of 2025 to 2030. At the press conference, the Conference Service Subcommittee informed about the working regulations in propaganda work for the conference. Accordingly, to create fair conditions for the press reporters, the organizing committee will arrange a press room operating from 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. throughout the conference. Emphasizing the spirit of this conference, the leaders of the Department of Science and Technology of the province affirmed that in order to create a new and modern mark, TayNinh will put into use the information portal serving the conference, the 3D exhibition built with virtual reality technology, and applying the RFID technology in delegate management, applying the conference handbook, etc., to clearly demonstrating the spirit of digital transformation during this conference. The first conference of the TayNinh Provincial Party Committee term of 2025 to 2030 will take place in 3 days, from October the 8th to the 10th of 2025 at Hall A, TayNinh Provincial Party Committee, the Unit 2 in TayNinh Ward. The conference has 448 official delegates representing 94,257 party members in the Provincial Party Committee, and the delegation attending the 14th National Party Conference has 32 official delegates and 4 alternate delegates. And ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of October the 1st, the Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc chaired the meeting to listen to a report on the preparations for the first patriotic election conference of TayNinh Province, the term of 2025 to 2030. Also attending the event, there were leaders of a number of departments, branches, sectors, and the social-political organizations in the province. Concluding the meeting, the Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc requested that the organization of the first patriotic election conference of TayNinh Province must ensure the solemnity, practicality, and thrift, avoiding ostentation and formality. The Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of Provincial People's Committee also requested that the work of rewarding collectives must be comprehensive, fully reflecting on fails, focusing on propaganda work and welcoming activities before, during, and after the conference. Practically, combating to achieve the achievements to welcome the 14th National Party Conference. According to the report at the meeting, the Department of Home Affairs has prepared a report summarizing the patriotic election movement and commendation work for 5 years, from 2021 to 2025, and direction and tasks for the period of 2025 to 2030. Reports on discussion and the challenges at the conference. At the meeting, delegates also focused on the challenging and contributing many ideas, contributing to the success of the conference. In spite of that, the first patriotic election conference of the TayNinh Province, term of 2025 to 2030, will take place on October the 30th. And on September the 30th, the Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Vietnam Flank Front Committee of the TayNinh Province, Nguyễn Thanh Hải, came to present 50 Gimmit Autumn Festival gifts to the children in significant circumstances in the Tân Long commune. Its gifts include the mooncase and 500,000 Vietnam dong cash. On the occasion of this year's Mid-Autumn Festival, Tân Long Commune received and presented over 1,000 gifts to the children in general with a total cost of nearly 200 million Vietnam dong, and it is known that Tân Long Commune has 100 children at risk of falling into special circumstances and 26 children in special circumstances. In the past time, the children have always received attention, care, and support from the provincial leaders, branches at all levels, and the joint efforts of the social community, with many gifts to encourage them to strive to excel in their studies as well as in life. And ladies and gentlemen, only a few days left until the Mid-Autumn Festival, and at this time, many shops in the province decorate their space with the traditional Mid-Autumn Festival spirit, creating a warm atmosphere and attracting many customers to experience and take their photos, especially the young people. This day, many coffee shops have become brilliant like this. The lanterns of various shapes and colors are cleverly displayed with the items associated with the Mid-Autumn Festival, such as land hats, folk toys, tea, and cases, etc. break right in the warm Mid-Autumn Festival spirit associated with the childhood of many generations. I have integrated the folk games for the children to come and play, and then there are lion heads for the children to come and play also, both to have the fun and to take the photos to commemorate the Mid-Autumn Festival with the family reunion. Mid-Autumn Festival is a family reunion festival, and I hope that when you come here, you will feel the warmth. Mid-Autumn Festival is approaching, and these cafes quickly attract a large number of young people from near and far. In addition, many parents bring their children to experience the traditional space, have fun, and take the opportunity to take the sparkling photos and preserving the warm and calmlet Mid-Autumn memories. The shop has done a very good job in preserving the traditional beauty of the Mid-Autumn Festival also, and the creative and meaningful ideas of the young people not only attract customers but are also a practical way for them to preserve and promote the national cultural values, especially they decide to bring a warm Mid-Autumn Festival to children. And ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of October the 1st at TayNinhTV, the member of Provincial Party Committee, Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thanh chaired a working section on the progress of implementation and disbursement of projects invested by TayNinhTV Provincial Construction Investment Project Management Board.
In 2025, the total capital plan assigned to the Provincial Construction Investment Project Management Board and 9 regional project management boards is more than 5,700 billion Vietnam dong. By the end of September, the whole province had disbursed more than 3,700 billion Vietnam dong, reaching more than 65%, of which the Provincial Project Management Board was assigned 71 projects, disbursed 70%, and is expected to complete 100% by the end of this year. In contrast, 1,494 projects managed by regional project management boards only have a disbursement rate of about 59%. Notably, of the 35 projects being prepared for investment, only 16 projects have been approved in principle. Compensation, support, and resettlement work still faces many obstacles, with 4 projects still yet to hand over construction sites, including Covenant Project for compensation, support, and resettlement of the Ho Chi Minh City Mộc-Bài Expressway route TayNinh, due to insufficient capital allocation. At the meeting, units and localities raised difficulties and proposed solutions to speed up disbursement progress. In the concluding speech, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Business Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thanh requested department branches and the Provincial Construction Investment Project Management Board to closely coordinate and unify in implementation, promptly report and handle difficulties. He requested the State Treasury of Region 18 to publicize and transparently implement new guidance, documents, unify regulations on documents and certificates, organize legal training to avoid errors in payment and settlement. Investor must be proactive, prepare complete documents, ensure disbursement progress, strive to complete 100% of capital plan by the end of 2025.
And on the morning of October the 1st, the Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee and Chairman of Provincial Appraisal Council Huỳnh Văn Sơn chaired a meeting to appraise the dossier of the general planning task of Cần Đước urban area and subjoining planning task of Long Hữu new urban area, Long Hữu commune of the province.
According to the general planning dossier, Cần Đước urban area has a planning scale of about 22,036 hectares, including 6 administrative units, including Cần Đước, Long Can, Rạch Kiến, Mỹ Lệ, Tân Lân, and Long Hữu communes. The project development strategy is based on 3 pillars: industry, services, and infrastructure. At the meeting, members of the Appraisal Council requested the consulting unit to clarify the regional connectivity of the project and at the same time at orientations to attract a population of 500,000 people by 2030 and other specific targets. Commenting on this content, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Business Committee, Chairman of the Provincial Appraisal Council Huỳnh Văn Sơn requested the consulting unit to promptly complete the dossier, closely follow the general planning of the province and region, specify the targets, and submit it to the Provincial Business Committee for approval soon, thereby creating a basis to attract investors and soon put the planning into practice. For the Long Hồ New Urban Area Subdivision Planning, the research scope is about more than 3,688 hectares, including the entire natural boundary of Long Hồ Commune, of which the planning area is about more than 2,600 hectares. The planning content focuses on determining the urban characteristics, population focus, land use indicators, and studying ecological factors, technical infrastructure connections, national defense, and historical relic reservation. Vice Chairman of the Provincial Peace Committee Huỳnh Văn Sơn requested the consulting unit to receive comments and fully supplement indicators on land, population, and the development space, complete the dossier to submit to the Provincial Peace Committee for consideration and approval as soon as possible.
In recent times, the movement of physical exercise in its elderly community in Tayninh province has been growing more and more vigorously, and with the motto "Live happily, live healthily," many health clubs have been established and maintained effectively, becoming a familiar meeting places for the elderly to both improve their health and socialize, bringing more joy to life. Regularly at 5 a.m. every day at the Cultural House of Sinh Hoa, No. 1 neighborhood, Long An Wood, 15 members of the health club practice together in a lively atmosphere, with a gentle movement to cheerful music to maintain the health and optimism. Not only for physical exercise, the club is also a place for members to share and encourage each other in life. In general, I have been participating in this club for 23 or 24 years. In general, it is for the elderly. It raises a playground, had fun and comfort while practicing for the health. And through those exercises, the sister and the women here become stronger, strengthening the solidarity of the village. It is a joy for the elderly and to concentrate and then practice to circulate the blood, regulate and have the good health. Live happily, live healthily and unite the joy and sorrow. We gather here, we are very united and agree on everything. We practice together to have the good health, to be happy and healthy with our children and our family. Hopefully, the club will continue to maintain and attract more members, become a meeting place to practice health and share joy, contribute to spreading a positive lifestyle, building a healthy cultural life in the community. Implementing the breakthrough program for developing high-tech agriculture in conjunction with restructuring the agricultural sector, TayNinhTV province has recorded many outstanding results. Many important targets have exceeded the plan set for the period of 2021 to 2025. And thanks to the effective implementation of the above breakthrough program, up to now the area of crops such as fried vegetables, dragon fruit, and lemon has exceeded the set target. Notably, the area of high-tech rice has reached nearly 64,000 hectares, and the area of high-tech lemon has reached more than 4,100 hectares, exceeding the target by 37%. After the merger, the localities are actively reviewing the area to continue promoting and expanding high-tech agricultural production. And the results achieved shows that the high-tech agricultural development programs in Tayninh is on the right track, affirming its role as a driving force in restructuring the agricultural sector, improving productivity, quality of agricultural products, and sustainable income for the farmers. And recently, Long An World held a six-party executive committee conference for the 2025 to 2030 term, and in the third quarter of 2025, Long An World proactively completed and stabilized its organizational apparatus, operating effectively according to the two-level local government model, and thereby the locality continued to maintain and develop the socio-economic stability with outstanding results. State budget revenue reached over 17 billion Vietnam dong. In addition, the areas such as urban areas, land and environment have been strengthened in management and rectification, especially urban order work. At the conference, delegates contributed many opinions, pointing out the existing limitations, causes and solutions to implement the goals and tasks of the fourth quarter of 2025. The opinions focuses on the work of receiving and returning administrative records after 3 months of operating the two-level local government model, and member of Principal Party Committee, Standing Committee, Party Committee Secretary, and Chairman of the World People's Council, Lê Công Định, emphasized that in the last 3 months of the year, we must focus highly promote the spirit of initiative and creativity, continue to improve the effectiveness of leadership and direction, and successfully complete the goals and tasks set out in 2025. First of all, promote the propaganda for the first conference of the Provincial Party Committee for the term of 2025 to 2030.
On September 30th in Ho Chi Minh City, the Vietnam Federal Party Committee of Ho Chi Minh City held meetings and signed a memorandum of understanding on cooperation for the period of 2025-2030 with the Lavrent Committee for National Construction in Vientiane and the Lavrent Committee for National Construction in Champasak Province. At the talks, the two sides assessed the resource of cooperation for the period of 2022-2024 and share experiences in ranch work. Delegates agreed that the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation for the period of 2025-2030 will continue to be an important driving force, promoting the friendship and solidarity between the people in Vietnam and Laos for peace, cooperation, and development in the region. According to the agreement, the two sides will promote the propaganda of the special solidarity tradition between Vietnam and Laos, increase exchanges and experience sharing, coordinate research and implementation of topics and projects serving the work of the branch, and at the same time, encourage businesses and both sides to cooperate, explore the market, and contribute to local economic development.
And ladies and gentlemen, since the time when the sea crab farming was still a new field in Khánh Hòa province until now, when the sea crab is a product reaching the world market, Mr. Leben has left his mark as a pioneer, ensuring that the sea crab products in Khánh Hòa develop in a high-tech direction and strictly comply with international standards. And from there, writing a brand of sea crab Khánh Hòa with a solid position in the country, at the same time exporting to many countries and contributing to raising the value of Vietnamese marine agricultural products. Firstly, maintaining working conditions, maintaining product quality as we have achieved 5 stars. Secondly, we always improve how to make the quality better and better because the products are exported to the world. Khánh Hòa seaweed products have now been exported to dozens of countries and territories where the markets are known to the strict about the food quality. Not only focusing on production, Mr. Ben also focuses on linking with the farmers in cultivating the seaweed in a sustainable way. Hundreds of coastal households in Khánh Hòa have had additional income thanks to participating in the TayNinhTV supply chain. The company provides technical support, breeding breeds, and commits to consuming products, helping the farmers feel skilled in production. The workers and the women working here have a good working environment. The quality of life has improved also. Local private enterprises producing seaweed products have affirmed their brands by turning their products into valuable export goods. The methodical investment in production processes and the application of international standards have helped the products meet the requirements of many demanding markets. Export values of seaweed not only brings economic benefits but also contribute to enhancing the image of Khánh Hòa brand in the international trade market. And currently, TayNinhTV is the first product of Khánh Hòa to be ranked a 5-star level of COB in 2023, marking an important milestone in the province seaweed brand development strategy. This is the motivation for the 70-year-old engineer to continue to keep the fire burning, timelessly innovating on the journey to develop the green gold of the sea, affirming the Vietnamese brand in the international market. And that's all for today at TTVNEWS. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.